Chapter 1. I'm just like the glass you look through. This metaphor relates to me because over the past couple of years, I've been through a lot of tough situations. I've learned to put up this wall to protect my real emotions. But when you go through the bad experiences I've been through, it's hard not to be fragile. I choose to hide my real emotions so I don't worry the people around me. But it's also very hard to keep my emotions bottled up inside of me. Chapter 2. The Family I Couldn't Live Without. When I was 5 years old, my dad introduced me to my stepmom's sister, Diana. She was 10 at the time, so she didn't like me very much because she thought I was an annoying little brat. Now she's the closest thing I have to an older sister. I like to go to her when I'm confused or I need help. Another person I look up to greatly is my little sister, Elizabeth. Just recently, her and I have started to get along better. Lizzie and I like to play fight with each other, but now I'm pretty sure she can beat me in a fight. I love them both so much, and I would do anything for them. I won't replace them for the world. Chapter 3. She's my best friend. Whenever my mom and I go to the store, people always ask, "Oh, is she your sister? You sure look a lot like her." Tiffany Pompa is the toughest person I know. She's willing to go to the ends of the earth for me and my siblings. Even though her and I fight a lot, I still think she's my role model. I hope that one day I can be half the woman she is now. Chapter 4. Finding Myself Again. Over the past couple of years, I feel like I've lost sight in who I am. My parents are constantly telling me how they're going to enroll me into a military school. I didn't realize how lost I was until the end of freshman year. I lost my best friend of 11 years during this period of time, and it was the hardest thing I've ever had to go through. She was there for me through thick and thin, and I wish she was still part of my life. Chapter 5. A love-hate kind of relationship. My dad and I don't have the best relationship. When I was 5 years old, my parents got divorced and he left. He came back a couple years later with a new girlfriend named Katrina. Because of this, I felt like he didn't love me anymore because he didn't show the same affection he did to Katrina. I tried not to fight with him so much, but it's a really hard process because we have the same personality. I don't know what the future holds for me and my father, but I hope it's a good one. Chapter 6. One Step at a Time. As long as I've been alive, people have always told me that I have an attitude problem. I guess you can say that I'm a jerk, but I'm only a jerk to the people who deserve it. Sometimes I like to pick on my younger brother and sister, but what are older siblings for? Most of the time, I'm the nicest person you'd ever meet. You would have to make me really mad for me to be a jerk to you. But I finally realized that being a jerk to everybody isn't the best thing to do. But I guess you can say I take it one step at a time. Chapter 7. My stepmonster crushed my dreams. As long as I've known my stepmom, her and I really never gotten along. She likes to think she knows everything because she has a college degree. Katrina makes me feel so small sometimes. Maybe she's doing it to push me farther than I can do myself, but I guess we'll never know what she really means. Chapter 8. My brick wall. I think my brick wall is myself. Dancing has been a part of my life for as long as I can remember. Being on stage can be nerve-wracking for most people, but for me, it feels like a second home. I love the feeling of the energy that the crowd gives me. I can't get that feeling if I let myself get in the way of my goals. Chapter 9. Looking at the bigger picture. I'm a very optimistic person, and I don't like when things are sad and awkward, so I tend to crack corny jokes in those situations. I'm sure the events I've experienced would make me feel the opposite, but I choose to look for the bigger picture in life. I like to think my life is better without all the negativity that the world has to offer. My favorite quote is, "Life is not about waiting for the storm to pass, it's about learning how to dance in the rain." Chapter 10. Be yourself. Being yourself is the best you can be. One piece of advice that I would like to pass on is that friends come and go, the ones who stay are your true friends. I've made so many new friends this year, and it's an amazing feeling. But I've also lost people that I thought I can trust the most. Being around people that love me brings so much joy into my heart. I want to be able to keep the friends I have now close forever.
Bluebirds fly, and the dreams that